Hello, good morning, my people. Good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time you are watching this video. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel, as a matter of fact, it's a good morning here in Kenya. So, today I am going to be doing a video where I'm going to be doing a little bit of makeup as I share my conning experience. Yeah. Be sure to be with me from the beginning to the end of this video because it's going to be a very interesting video, and I am confident that each and everyone who is going to watch this video is going to learn something from the video. So join me from the beginning to the end. Subscribe, guys, please help me get to 500 subscribers, and I would be really grateful. Please. So share my videos, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that anytime I'm having a new video, you are going to be the first to view, first to comment. Right, let's get right into it. Of course, I'm going to begin with my primer. I have two conning experiences, one in Kenya and one in Uganda. Yeah, you heard me right. Uganda. Imagine, nilitoka all the way huku Kenya kwenda Uganda just to be conned, But anyway, so you are going to be the judge, my viewers. You will judge who are pros at what they do. Who are more intelligent, who are good at their work. That is conning. And I don't know, be the judge, and then of course you'll comment, and tell me what you think about my videos. Is it that was it a good way? Like, did they get me, or I was just dumb? You let me know. Good. Let's begin. So what do I begin with? Do I begin with the Kenyan conning or Ugandan conning? Kenyan, Ugandan. What do you think, guys? Okay, let me begin with the Kenyan. Sometime back, I had just finished Form 4, and I was living with my auntie in Nairobi. Then I happened to meet this guy. I was playing hockey somewhere along Gong Road. I don't remember the name of the place because it's been a while and I didn't go there so many times. But I was playing hockey somewhere there. And on this particular day, I had left training and I was going back home. So you see, on my way back home, I have to get back all the way to town. And then from town, I am going to go home. So I get into a matatu that is supposed to take me to town. The fare is 80 bob. I only have 50 bob. And remember, tena nikifika tao, I'm supposed to board another vehicle that takes me to the estate where my auntie lives. So I confidently, because it is not my first time, but then my life is crazy. It is not the first. Mimi ni wale nitapanda matatu bila fare, and I will just hope for a miracle. And thank God the miracle always comes, Anyway, so I was among the first ones to enter the matatu. I get in, and this guy comes, and he sits next to me. Okay, where is my foundation? Let me get my foundation now. So this guy comes and sits next to me. Of course, I'm young, I'm beautiful, more beautiful than I look now. And he starts talking. Hi, how are you? Where are you coming from? And all that. So from that, I gather that he's a software. Is it a software engineer or a software developer? One of those. I don't even remember so well. And he was coming from work that particular day. Imagine this guy pays my fare. That is how God comes through for me anytime. He pays my fare, we get to town, and he gives me some money. Imagine! He gives me some money and asks for my number. I wasn't dating, so I give him my number. So thereafter, we planned to meet some other day. We planned to meet. And on the same day we were supposed to meet, I was going for my KCSE certificate from my school in Thika. So we had been talking the whole day, of course. I had told him, by the way, I'm going to be going to Thika to collect my certificate. And he says, when you come back, when you ukirudi tao, just let me know so that we meet. I tell him, okay. So I went to Thika, collected my certificate, and then came back. When I was in town, I texted him and told him I am already in town. He said, I'm leaving work now. Just wait for me. Get into a restaurant of your choice. Order anything. I'll be on my way. No. Absolutely no. I am a small girl. No money, I get into a restaurant, order something that is expensive, and then you don't show up. What happens to me? Guy, ni waru nitaosha ama ni what will happen to me? You know. So I told him, no, I'm just going to wait for you around Kencom. Kama umewahi enda Kencom, there's a place people sit around Kencom. So I sat there and waited. So I'm just staring at people passing by. I even met a classmate of mine who was passing with her friends. I don't know where she was coming from, but she was a prefect, so we had nothing to talk about, actually. I didn't even say hi to her because she's the kind of people who used to use their position to bully people. And I am not scared of calling their names so that anybody we shared a school with would know her, but it is just improper. So I won't do it. But I didn't say hi to her. I just watched her pass by. So, pay attention. Let me just get this out. This guy comes, a Luo, like myself, and sits next to me. So when he sits next to me, for a while he's quiet. And then he begins to talk. He says, hi, how are you? He has like books looking like a professor. Kama zile za Professor Hamu. Okay, si kama hizo za Professor Hamu, but he had quite a number of books. Most of them were looking like diaries, but I was trying so hard to mind my business and not get into somebody else's business, you know. So he sits and then he says, hi, how are you? I'm okay. And then he asks me, are you waiting for someone? I tell him, yeah, I am waiting for someone. And he's almost actually here. And then he says, okay, I am also waiting for someone, a fundi who was supposed to be doing a repair for me for my iPhone. Guys, would tell me, mimi sijawahi kuwa na iPhone. Are iPhones normally repaired? Aki, I'm just asking. It's not a damn question. I'm asking because I do not know, honestly. So he tells me he's waiting for this guy who was supposed to be doing a repair for his iPhone. Anafaa kumletea hapo town, so they're supposed to meet up. Where? So he tells me his other phone has gone off. So he wants me to help him with my phone so that he can call the fundi and tell him where he is so that they meet up. I tell, for a moment, I'm like, you know, you just finished Form 4, innocent and all that. So I just decided, fine. And I take my phone and give it to him. The sad part of this story is my phone was 1 day old. Like, my loving, caring, thoughtful dad had sent me money and I had bought a Samsung the previous day. It is actually the biggest phone I have ever had. You know, ilikuwa Samsung. I don't remember Samsung what. I only remember that it was a Samsung. I take my 1 day old Samsung. I give to this guy. All this while, he's making this call. I am concentrating on him. Like looking at him, not letting him go. And don't forget, alikuwa amenipea vitabu zake. Those books of his and his phone that was supposedly off. He had given them to me like, hold this for me for a second. So, I do that. So he is making the call, talking some language I don't even know. It wasn't Luo, it wasn't Kiswahili, it wasn't English. And he keeps, what is this? Yeah, he keeps making this, he keeps saying like, where are you? I have been waiting for you the whole day. You're not telling me where you are. You're not making any calls or answering my texts. Why? Am I the only one who makes my eyebrows using toothbrushes? I know I'm not the only one. I got no brushes, and I will just use what I have until I get brushes maybe. So he is making this call, and where are you? I have been waiting for you. Can you imagine? Mimi hata sijui kama ni kurogwa ama what that was. But I was busy concentrating on this guy, just to make sure that he doesn't disappear with my phone. Look at how small my app pencil is. But then it works magic. Hey, naonanga mapro wakifanya hivi. You see how small it is? It works magic. So he makes this call. Up to today, mpaka wa leo, guys, I cannot be in a position to tell you how this guy disappeared. He left me with his bunch of books, his phone that was supposedly off. For some reason, he disappears and then he comes back. I am like, thank goodness. Thank God. Give me my phone. He gives me my phone. I had no idea that was just like a preparation. That was like introduction. Yani ile, somebody getting you prepared for the worst. So he sits there and he tells me, hey, thank you so much. You have come through for me. I didn't even know what to do. And this guy was supposed to be giving me this phone today. And he hasn't been picking my calls. But now at least he has picked and we have talked. And he's going to bring my phone. So I think I'll just wait. So he makes a suggestion and says, because you're waiting for someone and I'm also waiting for someone, probably I can use a cup of coffee to say thank you, just to show my gratitude. I tell him, no, I don't want coffee. I don't want anything. I just helped you because I wanted to, And I could also find myself in the same situation one time. So that's why I helped. And plus, I have a good heart. He insists and insists and insists. So I tell him, fine, let's go for coffee. So, hey, Shetani, wewe ni muongo, Shetani. You are a liar. So we go to this restaurant. Okay, sijuangi Nairobi vizuri. Mimi sijazaliwa Nairobi. But it was just there in town. We get into the restaurant. Restaurant yenye iko somewhere along sijuka huko ndo kunaitwanga River Road. I think so. Somewhere there. Okay. So we get into the restaurant and he tells me to order anything. If you have ever been conned, you should know by now that this guy is just trying to make me comfortable around him so that I can trust him and all that. So he tells me you can order anything, nini. Mimi, nilikuwa njaa. I am no pretender. If I am hungry, I am hungry. I will eat. So see, amenipea liberty. He has told me to order anything I want. So I ordered rice and beef, and of course, if you know me and I have ever eaten out with you, you know that I can never go without ordering juice. So I ordered mango juice. Haikuwa. They said they didn't have mango juice. It was finished. So I had to take passion juice. He ordered a cup of milk, chicken, ugali, greens, water. Yeah, that is what he ordered. So unajua, all this while I'm feeling a bit uncomfortable because I just didn't understand why somebody would okay, maybe I have not met such generous people, you know. So we are eating, having a conversation. Like, we are even talking about the guy I was supposed to be meeting. Like, how long have you known him and all that. I am starting to get comfortable around this guy. So after a while, you know, we are eating. Kwanza nililetewa ile rice inakuanga imefunikwa kwa kikombe. Inakuanga imewekelewa kwa kikombe and then wanafunika hivi kwa sahani. So it comes round. Lakini mnatudanganyanga hiyo rice inakuanga kidogo. Anyway, maybe ni the appetite in me. So he tells me, let me talk to that guy again and see where he has reached. With my phone again. He leaves his bag. He leaves his jacket. He goes out. The hotel, the restaurant bit was first floor. So he gets all the way down. While in the restaurant, we were seated by a window. So I can see him. I can literally see him down there. He makes the call. He comes back. He sits. So while he's seated, we keep chatting and I'm eating and all that, and I'm just wondering, kwani the guy I was supposed to be meeting, leo kwani ngongi mesongeshwa, you know, I have been here for almost an hour and he's not yet here. After like 10 minutes, the guy tells me, no, I get a call from my phone and it's the guy he had been talking to. So he checks my phone and says, the guy is here. Let me go and get him. The second time he goes out, he leaves his phone again, his books, his jacket, and he goes out. I can see him through the window once again. But, guy, I don't know what happened. I waited for this guy to return. Hey. I waited for this guy to return for the longest time. 30 minutes, nowhere. 20 minutes, nowhere. At this point, reality has started checking in. So I get out and get to the reception, and I ask the lady at the reception, have you seen the guy I came in with? Because when we were coming in, we had said hi to her. So I asked her, have you seen the guy I came in with? She says no. Probably check at the entrance. So I go out through the entrance and check. There is no one. This guy left. You know, I was just thank God. I don't know whether we should thank God or what. But when I was leaving, I knew there's no way I was going to go back. If I went through the entrance of that door, I was never going to come back because I didn't have money to pay for that bill. So he has left with my phone. He has left his phone on the table together with books. So I'm smart. I don't know. I take his phone and leave the books there, you know, so that maybe mtu akiona aone, maybe we're going to the washrooms and then we are coming back. I leave through the entrance, look for the guy outside. I cannot find him. So I cross over to the other side of the road and look, because naangalia where we had been seated. I could see the waitress who had served us. She went there and I think she was wondering where we had gone to and all that. So people started gathering around the table, you know, like just talking. Probably she had also realized what had happened. I don't know who was held responsible. But if you are that lady, I am so sorry. If I can pay for that bill today, I would, because I know you paid with your salary. And I am so sorry. That is how this guy disappeared with my 1-day-old Samsung phone. I cried an ocean. Let me tell you, Mimi and my crying, it just comes. It doesn't matter where we are or who is there. I feel like crying, I will cry. So as a matter of fact, I cried. Oh gosh, trust me. If they could pour the tears I shed that day on the road, I can be able to use them to swim all the way mpaka huko kwetu in Nyanza. I cried. Iliniuma. I had no idea what I was going to tell my dad. I had no idea what I was going. I cried. Just take it from me that I cried. So I take 50 shillings out of the money I have, and I buy 50 bob worth of airtime. I put it into this phone of his. By the way, iliwaka, it wasn't even off. It wasn't off. He intentionally put it off. So I put 50 bob into it, and when I put the 50 shillings, ilimezwa na Okoa. This guy has Okoa like 1,000 plus. I go to the call log, I get just one number. So I decide I am going to call that number. But I cannot call using the phone that I had because it had all that loan, all that credit. So I decide to go home. I have no way of meeting this guy I was supposed to be meeting, you know. I had to go home. I am disappointed. I am, frustrated. I am crying. I get home. My youngest cousin sees me and she goes and tells her mom that, Mom, Cynthia analia. So her mom says, pengine analia kwa sababu amewachwa na boyfriend. Imagine. Aki auntie. But it's fine. So I take my cousin's phone and I call the number there. It happens to be his sister's number. So the sister tells me, huyo anakuanga hivo. Ameibia watu wengi and they have been calling me. And we have been telling him to come so that we can help him start a business, but he has refused. Anataka tu aibie watu. So that is how I was conned, guys. What do you think? Do you think I was just stupid? If you say I was stupid, it's okay. Because I was young, I was naive, I was ignorant. I didn't know. Right now I get to Nairobi and somebody borrows my phone. I will not give it to you. I don't care what your situation is or the circumstances you are in. All I know is that I am not going to give you my phone. What do you think, guys? Comment how you have been conned, if you have ever been conned. If you have never been conned, I know you are this close to being conned. So comment in the comment section and tell me how you have been conned, your conning experience. And let's share so that we can learn from each other. It is important that we do, through your story, I might learn a thing or two so that I am not conned, Yeah, so share, comment, like this video, guys. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Please help me get to 500 subscribers. My sexy gang. My sexy gang. Help me get to 500 subscribers, guys. This is my conning story part 1. Part 2 coming up soon, where we will finish our makeup so that you see how my makeup looks like or how I look in my makeup, and then with the story of how I was conned in Uganda. Thank you for watching, guys. See you on the other side as we will be watching part 2. I'm out.